So this here we have is Brat. He is a 22-year-old purebred Arabian gelding. He's kind of been there, done that, barrel racing. He was kind of washed out from that. The owner said she had done fox hunting, endurance riding, pace events, Western pleasure, trail riding, more of the rugged trails and off-roading trails. So he's got a couple issues here. The right suspensory he has aggravated, but the vet has seen him this week and cleared him to do leisure walk. So we will not be able to evaluate him at the jog, but we can at the walk. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to get started. As we watch him walk away, we notice he's short in his right hind, kind of stabbing it down, but immediately wanting to get off of it. He is moving pretty fluent through his shoulders and into his hips, though. And we notice the same thing from right to left. He's pretty fluent through his whole body, carrying himself pretty appropriately. Striding pretty well. As he's coming back towards the camera, you can see when he turns around at the far side, he is pretty gingerly moving. But coming towards us, he is pretty fluent, despite some rigidity in that right hind. And his gait seems pretty symmetrical. Alright, so we are going to get our heart rate and respiration quick. Okay, so heart rate was 28. And respiration. Okay, so it is 16, which is slightly elevated, but he did just get done walking around and ate not too long ago, and it's a little warm out for the weather we've been having, so check out here. He's slightly dehydrated with a CRT of about 3 to 3.2 seconds. Mucous membranes are pink, in between sticky and moist, so he could use a little bit of fluids, but he's not too bad off. Eyes are a little puffy, and he does have some discharge out of this right one, but the owner stated he does have cancer in this ear and salivary gland, so it's not abnormal for him to have a little bit of some discharge and some swelling up into the temple here. While I'm over here, I'm just going to go ahead and check TMJ. Nothing noted there. Looks pretty good. Check out on this side. No clicking or grinding noted there either. Mastication feels pretty good bilaterally. We're going to check our spacing here. And we're pretty equal there as well. So no concern there as far as anything. Now, if he'll allow me, I will check range of motion here. Here. Right. Very loose in the fetlock. That feels good. He feels really good. And he's willing to drop right into that shoulder, which is good. I'm going to rear leg here. Press hand for me. Up. Pick up. Again, fetlock, range of motion, pretty good. Hop. That's pretty good. Feeling up into stifle in hip. Feels good. Get this in here. Okay, way back. Back. Oh. Gonna check this right front here. Feeling really good in the fetlock. Again, really loose. Knee's pretty good as well. Coming out here. Willing to really drop and extend into that shoulder. Stand pretty loose. Fine. Fetlock's pretty loose. Hop. Got pretty good range of motion. Same thing into the stifle and the hip. So overall, range of motion in all four limbs feels really good. Favorite range of motion in your neck. Okay. And a little bit of decreased range right about mid-cervical, so third and fourth, or fourth and fifth. Same thing we'll check. Okay. Check this side here. And really reluctant to bend throughout the whole cervical neck. So that's something to take note of as well. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to get started by doing some effleurage here. Getting a feel for how he is. I do feel some tension right in the mid brachial cephalic. You feel a little bit of tension and a knot here. Stress point. A little bit of a tension right here. Your flexor. That stress point definitely has a little bit of something to it. A little bit of a knot. Not too bad overall. This feels pretty loose. Feel a little bit of a muscle knot in here into the longissimus dorsi. Pretty loose through his back. Owner did remark that he does get a little bit back sore from time to time, so she does take pretty regular. I'm not feeling anything real significant. A little bit of some tension back here. A little bit back here in the gluteus, the semi-tens, semi-membranosus. Feels pretty good. Here in our flexors and our extensors. Okay. Go ahead and put this over here. Get started here with this one. FRIs on this side. Just trying to get these tissues warmed up. Feeling too much here. A little bit of tension. And the bicep. Pardon me. A little bit going on this side of the longissimus dorsi. Quite a few kind of fascial knots, tension points. Lead rope here. Okay. Not feeling a whole lot back here either. Feels pretty good and loose. 30 though. We're getting into the season. Alright, and since the owner said this is his weaker side, I am going to go ahead and start with this side. Get a feel for the pull here. Just doing some muscle squeezing up here. Try to relieve some of the tension. for your hair around here. A little bit of compression here. Rocking motion. Up garage. Picking up again. Fix your mane now. I often write their manes if I have to mess them up, just so that gives them something that doesn't irritate them. Kind of feel right. Kind of like us when our clothes are a little bit wonky. You get to be a little unhappy. Next, I'll come down here. A little bit of a kneading. Continue on here. A little bit of our ringing. loosen up a little bit. He is pretty tight. Kneading again. A bit of a ringing liver. Rocking. Compression. Cool. There's got some licking and chewing here. And unfortunately, I don't have anybody to hold for me, so the camera here. Checking stress points too along the way, just to make sure there's nothing I may have missed or nothing that pops up secondary to what I've already adjusted or worked with in the muscles. Everything feels pretty good. Flexors and our extensors feel pretty good. Right. Let's shift this way. Yep. Okay. Right. Getting a little cranky. Gonna work with upper a little bit too. Just kind of remind the muscles that we're waking up a little bit. I'll start at the pole again. I like to just keep my hand on the bridge of their nose ever so lightly. Kind of keep them in the neighborhood. A little bit of fascial rolling. Pinching. Go ahead with more muscle pinching. Pop. Getting a little bit press. Seems like that may be a cue to put his head down. She did say he is pretty broke. Got some deeper breaths here. A little bit of an ear twitch. Got some eye blinking. There. More releases. Picking up here. Do a little bit of rocking. Got some licking and chewing here. A little bit of muscle squeezing. Up here just a little bit. There you go. Okay, I'll keep working. Do a little bit of a kneading and a picking up just to try to get some of these knots out. I do feel a bit of a bind in here. And the owner didn't note any arthritic changes, but she said it may be possible with his age and what all he's done. That does feel a lot looser in there. I'm not going to do it today because he does get overstimulated easily for the owner. So probably for future, we'll do a little bit of red light before we go ahead with the session to try to get those muscles warmed up, loosened up a bit, get them a little bit more supple in the neck. Here I'm doing a little bit of compression. Nose kind of swelling, eye blinking. The trigeminal nerves twitching a little bit. See it kind of in the nose and right up around his eye. There, got some deeper breath. Eyes starting to relax quite a bit more. Entourage. A little bit of some skin rolling, kneading. Let's see if we can get this stress point kind of loosened back up, softened a bit more. Also in future, I would probably do a bit of a myofascial on him. But I don't have my blades or anything today to do that. Singing. There's quite a bit of eye twitching, pretty decent size. A little bit of a kneading. Right. We'll do a little bit of a cupping back here. A bit of a punching, pounding. Right. Up the rush. Brushing. There's some deep breathing. I can feel the muscles kind of relax underneath me, which is a good sign. Garage now. A little bit of some kneading, some ringing. Okay. Okay. Just kind of eager being done. Turn it just a little bit. Provide a little bit of traction. Okay, but we're just going to do a little bit side, side, stretching. There, I got quite a bit of blinking, breathing. It's a little ataxic, so I'm not going too much on him. Motion is good. Flat. And that is going to conclude our session for today. I'm also leaving the owner with the remarks and some stretches that she can do with him to help him with his neck, help him with his thoracic sling, and to see if maybe in the next week or so there's any improvement. Now he is still on rest until the suspensory heals, so that time will tell. He is an older boy, and she said he is a little bit slower to heal from some neurological issues. So I told her to get in touch with me once she sees the vet for a reevaluation to see where we go from here. Thank you.